Alright everybody, welcome to my class. The name of this class is Shields Aren't Real. I am Syr Talon of Dirty Marion. This here is Regulus. They'll be my helper today.
Also Dirty Marion?
Also Dirty Marion. Technically, alright, sometimes. We let them vote.
He has a whole ass shadow of the board.
He is a shadow.
Shadow of the board.
Alright,
Andy's
so
on the shadow board.
the purpose of this class is to teach you how to defeat opponents using the shield by attacking the shield side. So, why are we attacking board side at all? There are 2 whole extra quadrants behind the board normally that you can hit people. So you either want to threaten them so that you can open up other places, or we can just straight up hit them behind their shield, making them question, why do I even have a shield in the first place? Alright, and some weapons, like reds, only reds, can outright destroy shields. And if you can't destroy a shield, I mean, hey, it's one less thing to get in your way while you hit people, right?
Hell yeah.
So, I'm going to start out with some like demonstrational concepts and ideas. So, first things first. So, Regulus here, take this shield. Look at that. Yeah, hold that. Sit in front of the camera right here. So, there you go. So, there are 4 quadrants above the belt. I say above the belt, like kind of like butt and above, because those are all the kill shot areas. And this is the best shield that I have to split these quadrants up, right? So we have sword side, arm, shoulder area, right? We have sword side, hip, butt area. That's quadrant, you know those 2. And we have shield side, arm, shoulder area, and then shield side, hip, butt area. And the other 2 quadrants that I put whenever I do this are just the legs, wholesale leg shots. But generally, if you can hit somebody up top, it is better because you are either killing them outright or making them drop equipment in some fashion. They're less capable of actually fighting them. If you need to leg someone, leg them, but that's not what this class is about. So we're gonna start with single blue and sword and board. Most of the stuff for single blue and sword and board are gonna work together. Like you can do it single blue or you can do a sword and board, but it's not the end of the world. So first things first, I gotta teach you what a wrap shot is. All right, if you were here for the lefty hip wrap class, same principle. All right, when you throw your shot, you're gonna throw, and you're gonna turn your elbow, not your wrist, your elbow out and up. You get a full wrap that way. If you want a flat wrap, kind of the same thing, except your elbow's not gonna come all the way to the top. It's gonna stay kind of down at the bottom, this way, right? So this is a flat wrap. This is a full wrap. Things of that nature. Second thing you want to know when attacking someone with shields, what type of shield they have. So, if you don't mind, pick up your round shield. Oh, yes. If they have a round shield, you can kind of just swing anywhere, all right? Round shields are good enough defensively, but offensively, there's something that's not what we're here for. Defensively, round shields, almost everyone in the world uses them. I can swing anywhere in the world, and I don't have to change my shot because it's a round shield. It's the same throughout the whole time. Someone has something like the heater, so heater back up. Depending upon how the heater is angled, I'm gonna have to change things. You wanna swing around the flats of the shield. If I swing around this corner right here, it's so high up here, it's so much. Or if I swing over here, I can hit them. I can try to swing in this, like, turn this camera. I can try to swing in this pocket here, but you get in the danger area of me just head bonking people. But just be aware of it. Same thing with the butt area. Like I want to swing around the flat of this here as opposed to the corner of this here, right? So, sword and board. You pick your shield up. So the first strat we have for sword and board is what I like to call, I got this move from Sir Murphy of Stroke. He's a sword knight. I don't know where he's from, but cool guy. Very cool guy.
Stroke.
We want to fake people into moving their shield, right? We either want them to move their shield or not move at all, so we set them up. So what Morpheus will do is he'll throw this a whole lot, or a lot of like dark sides, money, reverse wraps, to get people to move their shield over ever so slightly, or to duck down. So if I come there and Regulus goes down like that, he'll start faking that more often, right? So all he does is he'll just turn his hand like that, Regulus already moved, right? Turns his hand like that, Regulus got a little bit low, stands up right over the shield. That's it. We did this simple fake, just in like that, and we came down ever so slightly with it, and we stood up on our toes, through the wrap shot, directly to the shoulder, makes them feel bad about themselves. Why do they have a shield in the first place if it's not blocking stuff, right? Ah, yes, the good old butt scoop. So, similar principle with the butt scoop, except I might want to start faking high. Generally, if I fake high, I'm going to go low. If I want to hit them low, I'm going to fake high, right? Nope, I said that weird. If I want to hit you high, I'm going to fake low. If I want to hit you low, I'm going to fake high. So, with the butt scoop, an easy, simple way to start stuff off is I might once again start hitting the hand here, and then I'll pump up just like this. Maybe I'll even go for Morpheus' move from before. I'll fake low, come high. Regulus raises his board up. He just got hit with that. He doesn't want to get hit with that again. Come up. That's it. So even with, say we trade shields here, right? Just easy. So Morpheus' move, right? So once again, I don't want to just throw at the exact same angle. They have this big old corner right here. It's unsurmountable, can't get past it. So I'm going to fake and come low. I'm going to have to throw a little bit further out to hit the flat of that shield, like before, right? Yeah. Same thing with the butt scoop. Might fake, go high. I need to come swing under this flat this time. Or let's say he doesn't move the shield. He's being a nice helper in this thing. He doesn't move the shield as much. I need to swing around this flat here. Tower shields. Everyone's like, deer prod, tower shields. My legs, like they crouch down lower. Like, how do I hit these people? If they are crouched down this low because they're coming in on you with the tower shield, get low with them. Stand up, you get closer. Like, it's actually very hard to defend yourself with any shield at this range without drastically moving the shield. So if I pump high and Regulus drastically moves the shield, if I come low with him, so like tower shields they feel super defensive when we're at like a normal range, because if I swing low, it's not much work for Regulus to put the shield down. But even then, if I put the shield down and I see that, same principle, oh, you drop the shield. So get them to move their shield, or as the principle for the whole thing is to get them to move the shield in general. If they are moving and you can't attack the shield side, the other side's open. You got them to move the shield, and that's the important part. So you get to make other openings, right? So now, there you go. Okay. Lefties. Here, there we go. Lefties. I'm a lefty. Why would I attack the shield, Talon? To let them know you can.
Yeah.
They don't need defenses. Sometimes it's just about proving a point. So yeah, I could lefty hip wrap him, alright? And that works. It'll never stop being the best shot in the game. But, call back to the class. Fake the lefty hip wrap real hard. You can drop his sword. I can just hit him over the shoulder. And you're like, why? And I'm like, cuz. Just to let you know, I could throw something else.
Yeah.
Scary. Alright. So, 2 stick setups. Like a 2 stick can just be done. Oh, I'm sorry. The last single blue setup is actually single blue and rock. It's really funny. You throw a rock at their head and they block it, and you hit them in the butt.
That's a good move.
It's funny. All right.
Yeah.
What if your shield breaks and all you got is your rock and you scoop them in the butt? All right. Anyways, 2 stick.
That's
So-
single blue and stick.
Yeah, actually, yeah, we want to see shorts. So the 2 stick principle, I got this from Peter the Quick. He's like the 2 stick guy's most probably well-known 2 stick fighter in the game. He says like a typewriter, so I'm going to call this the typewriter setup. But it's his move. What you're going to do with the sword that is matching their hand, right? You're going to do everything in the world to convince them that, oh my god, my sword's not enough, I have to block it. So that when they move their shield ever so slightly over, you just wrap real hard on that side. And then you see the shield come back like a typewriter. You're like, oh, it's moving, it's moving, it's moving. Wrap, ching, there you go. Now we're in there. And so once you get, even if they block this a couple times, they're going to be ready for this. And so every now and again, you're like, this, oh no, it happened. Not changing a whole lot, the exact same principle, but all you did was use this other sword to convince them really, really hard. there's a really silly version of this that involves like doing this type of maneuver. I'm gonna show it to you. Only use it when you're trying to be cool, and only people who like two-stick fight should really know you're being cool. There's no reason to throw high crosses when you two-stick. You have a sword there. But if you want to start scooping people in this direction, and people are like, ooh, that's weird with my sword, I don't know what to do here. All right, you can do that. And if you can get them at the same time, you just look, it looks really weird and really silly. But hey, you know, do cool stuff. Fighting's fun, make it fun. What was my other one? Oh yes, under the shield stabs. So with two-stick, I find this to be a little bit easier than with board, because they're like, oh no, I need to worry about this sword on this side, this sword on this side. And like, yes, you could go for the butt scoop, but you really need to get them hardcore to move the shield. And a way that I tend to do that isn't just faking this way, because some of your best fighters will only move the shield ever so slightly, and that'll allow for the scoop but not the stab per se. But if I step and get this, I can sometimes get that maneuver, because they think a big wrap is coming, and so you just step. If you're mean about it, most people oftentimes tend to step, crouch, so they get down faster, and therefore they end up stabbing people in the groin. Wear a cup.
Wear a cup.
But same principle. We're getting the same setup of, oh no, but I prepared him for this, and like I almost hit Regulus in the groin right there.
Yeah.
But the stab is there. Stabs are really cool. They make people feel really bad when it happens to them, and they die. Don't stab people in armor with one hand. Doesn't work. Last blue weapon, actually, red first to go first. So, red weapons. Yay, my specialty, I love this. So, my favorite shot that I use is, as people are going to rush you with your red, it's always going to happen, no matter what you do. You got to be able to beat the rush. So, one way I like to do that is by taking the initiative. I will threaten the legs. That generally gets people to come all the way down, right? And even if they're starting their rush, running like this is a lot harder than just running with your legs up. So I like to threaten the legs. As they come down, we stand up, hit them in the shield there. And it feels real great, because when they wear armor, they're like, what's the point of wearing my armor if they're just going to do that? Another setup for that is to get people to attack on this side. So they want, like, you start to throw a really hard shot, you're like, man, I don't want to take this really hard shot to my hand over here, I'm going to move my shield. So they do the same thing to attack the shoulder there. The second one comes from Rage Fire. Rage Fire is a lefty, and uses this move slightly differently, but I've learned this is just really nice to do with people who have shields. So you do a similar thing where you attack this side, right? So we get people to come all the way over and stuff like that. And then we come here, and after we shoulder, and you spin out, you walk away, pretend like they were never a real person. If you're Rage Fire, what he actually does is he'll boom, boom, just to make sure. But I learned at a SKBC that a walk away shot is important. So we attack really hard here, they come over, we fake they go high, we cut them in half, they're not real anymore, we walk off frame, go live a happy life.
Look out like a crazy.
You need to throw that shot with a degree of power for it to work practically. So like, just be careful you're not trying to blow people's ribs out and stuff like that. All right, once again, Regulus is being a good, nice display person to allow me to do these things, but the most common way people move their shield isn't all the way up like this. They tend to only move their shield like this, which is still enough for me to get this shot, but I might flip the shield on the way in. So I need enough power to hit both and not just, you know, ruin someone's day. So that shot comes with a little bit more power. Even against tower shields, you're like, oh, if I threaten, whether I do this move or threaten the legs, how do I get it to come, how do I get this to work, right? Regulus crouches a little bit, threatening his legs isn't as much there anymore. Red swords and even glaives can deliver a lot of power. So if you get them to move a shield even a little bit, and I can power through hitting both the shield and the body, that's a reasonable, like, viable strat for you. You can just throw that shot with more oomph and hit both. final thing you should do. The last one, best done with the glaive and is what everyone kind of expects. Ready? Red, red, red. All right, you just break it.
Woo!
It's not hard. Tried and true strategy. You just break it. It works. Then he drops it, and then, oh no, I have no shield. Well, you have your pole, or your red or whatever, and you didn't actually stop swinging, so you hit them 2 extra times. Alright. Not fancy. It's kind of boring, but hey, you know, whatever wins, it works,
Yeah, it
right?
works.
Quarterstaff has a very, like, I used to own a slightly heavier quarterstaff than this, but it's still really funny. So, what you do is I would fight in this angle. I would be attacking people up here, and like at this angle here, let's move this. At this angle, no one's like expecting their sword, right? So they're gonna move their shield. Most swordmen or most boardmen fight sword high. So they're gonna move their shield to be like, oh, I gotta cover that. And it was like jump and hit people like that. And it was like, what the hell? I didn't expect it to work. It was really weird. Thought it was cool. The silliest one I've ever seen tried, I've never seen anyone land it. But if you do it, I don't know, I'll pay you money. I just have a shot that I'll pay you like
Tell
20
us
bucks
it
for if
on
you land it.
camera.
So what they'll do is they'll start doing whatever and they'll like grave dig in, and if people push into them, so we'll do it on the other side. I think that's how Jack tried to do it. It was pretty wild. So yeah, you start grave digging in, and then you spin and hit them. And like I said, if I see you land that, if you land it on camera especially, camera 30 bucks. If I just see it in person, 20 bucks. I'll give you money for it. It's I saw stuff. It was crazy.
What if I landed on you?
I'll contemplate retirement for like at least a month or two.
Okay.
With to rethink my life. I'll give you a belt flag.
Oh hell yeah! Heard.
Either that, or I'll like have a belt flag with a list of people that did like silly shots on me. So you'll
It's
still
just
get the money.
it's your gravestone on the belt.
Yeah,
line.
yeah,
People
exactly.
dug your
Yeah.
grave.
You get to sign it.
Yeah, you get to sign it and everything. I have
yeah.
someone embroider your signature on a belt flag that I fucking roasted Talon on film.
Okay.
I guess whether it's on film or not, I'll know what happened to me. I'll lie to everybody, but the belt flag will be there.
That
You
I
get a
don't.
different color if it's on film. You get to like sign it in black Sharpie if it's just in person. If it's on film, you get to sign it in gold Sharpie.
Yeah,
There you
like
go.
Superstar, Golden Road,
Fuck yeah.
all the way there. So they'll like, and of course for the quarterstaff, similar to red, you can do the one where you fake the leg and come high. But the two ones, like, other weapons can't threaten like a quarterstaff can. Quarterstaff threatens pretty uniquely in that way. Technically, if you're like fighting like, I guess like hand matching to a degree, you can still throw those other shots, stuff like that. But like, it's kind of harder to do with the red sword, which is why I didn't necessarily cover them for that exact thing. But for the unique quarterstaff ones, you're threatening this side so much with the bottom end that they're like, oh hell, what do? And as they step in, bang, or you can spin on them. And I'll be real with you, a spinning quarterstaff shot, not what you expected when you came to class today, is it? Alright, so I don't have a real spear, but I have a javelin. And all of these, the only spear one that I know, you have to choke up on the spear anyways. I'm not good at it, alright? But I've seen Optimo do it on, like, I don't know, 40 occasions now. So it's real. It's a thing.
Several videos of Optimo doing some crazy shit around fucking shields
Yeah.
in the Pokemon tournament.
So I'm telling you it exists. Go ask a better person than me. I'm here to let you know that it is real, and we can find you a person who can teach you better. But I don't exactly know how he holds his spear when he does it. I think it's like, you know, handlebar grip. But he'll be threatening legs, and as they come in, he'll jump and just stab them in the chest over their shield. And like, it freaked me out because I'm like, oh no, this whole spear is about to go in this man's mouth. And then he just boop, right in the chest. And I'm like, oh, Optimo's just a badass, actually. He's just built different. And honestly, dog, I'd cry. Every time someone does something spectacular with the spear, I'm like, oh, that's the most limited weapon in the game, and it gets the most. And it doesn't matter what shield you use. Because even with the tower shield, if I got you to move your shield at all, He's like, dope. I've seen him go like directly over the shoulder.
Yes.
I could have sworn he stabbed a dude in the back one time because they were just like
I
leaned
watched
over.
from above in the Pokemon tournament and him come straight down the top of someone's shoulder.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
just-
say, I think that was the coolest shot in the tournament.
Yeah, like I've seen him just, whether it be jump and stab in or jump and stab down, I'm like, oh, he's actually just getting it. It's crazy. So ask Optimo about that one. I don't know how to like, I'm not good at that shot. And he does it safely, all right? I've rarely seen him just like hit someone in the face with it. I've mostly seen him just in someone's whole career and make them rethink their life with it. So once again, I have been Talon. This has been Regulus. Shields aren't real. You can just hit people over their shield, under their shield, or break it in some scenarios. Meh. Shields are good for blocking arrows and convincing people maybe you shouldn't swing there. Does anyone have any questions about shield? Does anyone want to see like weird shield check? Like I have one for bucklers as well. People are like, oh, I fight all the red fighters with bucklers. How do I defeat them? And I'm like, it's not hard. But if you have any questions, ask me later. Message me online. Find me on Facebook for
Get in the
at least
comments.
the next little
Leave in
while.
the comments.
Yeah, leave in the comments. Give me some more engagement.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to the class today. Let's all go fight.